What if I told you that old phone, the one that's just collecting dust in a drawer somewhere, could actually be turned into a 24/7 passive income machine? Well, today we're going to do exactly that, and it takes practically zero effort.
Come on, think about it. We've all got one. That phone you upgraded from, maybe it's got that little spiderweb crack on the screen that just wasn't worth fixing. Right now, it's doing nothing, just sitting there. But here's the thing. That dusty old phone is a massive missed opportunity. You're basically letting a valuable piece of tech just sit there when it could be working for you.
And that's exactly what we're going to fix today. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to turn that old phone into a little machine that literally earns you money around the clock. So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with why this is such a good idea. Then we'll dive right into the practical stuff, the hardware and software setup. We'll tackle the big safety questions, and then we'll get you started on your own farm today.
So the first question you probably have is, why can't I just run these apps on my main phone? And that's a great question. The answer really boils down to two things: making the most money possible and, well, not destroying your main phone. Let's dig in. Just look at the difference here. When you try to run these apps on your main phone, you're always fighting against that battery drain, right? You have to turn them off to go out or just to make sure your phone lasts the day. Every single interruption stops your earnings cold. But a dedicated farm phone? Oh, that's a whole different ballgame. It's a single-purpose device, it stays plugged in, it stays connected, and it keeps earning 24/7. That is the secret to maximizing this, all while protecting the phone you actually need every single day. So let's just boil it down. Building a dedicated farm means you maximize your earnings because you've got 100% uptime. It has absolutely zero impact on your daily life. And the best part? The setup cost is basically nothing because you're using hardware you already have. It's just a pure win-win.
All right, let's get practical. You've dug through your drawers, you've found that old phone, now what? Well, prepping the hardware is super simple, but it's a critical first step to make sure your farm runs as smoothly and efficiently as possible. These 4 steps are your foundation. First, a factory reset. This is non-negotiable, okay? It gets rid of all the old junk and bloatware that eats up resources. Second, pop out the SIM card and just connect to Wi-Fi. This ensures a stable connection without touching your mobile data. Third, and this is the big one for long-term health, turn the screen brightness all the way down to 0. This prevents screen burn-in. And finally, plug it into the wall and just leave it. This is what turns it into that 24/7 earner we're looking for. Okay, hardware is prepped and ready to go. Now it's time for the software. This is the engine of your income farm. And we're not just going to install one random app. No, we're going to use a specific, powerful combo that I like to call the trifecta. This right here is the whole strategy. We're going to install these 3 specific apps. Why? Because you're basically tripling your earning potential from just one phone and one internet connection. So why these 3? Well, each one brings something special to the table. Honeygain is kind of the old veteran here. It's the most established and has lots of cool bonus features. Then you've got Pond's app, which is fantastic because its $5 minimum payout means you get your cash way faster. And Earn app brings some serious credibility because it's backed by a huge industry leader, Bright Data. They all have their own strengths. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Why not just install like 10 apps? Well, the thing is, if you run too many of these things, you can actually get your internet address flagged or even banned. The beauty of this specific trio, Honeygain, Earn app, and Pons.app, is that they're known to play nicely together. You're monetizing your single IP address 3 times over without causing any problems. It's really the sweet spot for maximizing your income safely. This all sounds great, I know, but it definitely leads to the big questions. What is actually happening with my internet? And is this whole thing safe? Let's tackle that right now, head on. The concept is actually really simple. You already pay for your internet connection, right? But most of the time, you're not using all of it. These apps let legitimate vetted companies use that leftover, idle bit of your connection for simple public tasks, like checking if their ads are showing up correctly in different cities or comparing prices on shopping websites. You're basically just renting out the internet capacity you're already paying for but not using. Now for the most important part, your security and privacy. And let's be crystal clear here. These platforms are built with privacy in mind. All the traffic is encrypted, the apps have zero access to your photos, your files, your messages, your browsing history, nothing. They're fully compliant with major privacy laws like GDPR and CCPA. And most importantly, you are always in control. You can pause or stop this at any time.
So we've covered the why, the how, and the is it safe. All that's left is to actually do it. And believe me, this whole process, from finding the phone to having it earn money, can be done in just a few minutes.
Seriously, don't overthink it. It really is this straightforward. You do the 4 hardware prep steps we talked about, and then you install the 3 apps from our trifecta. That's the entire setup. You're done. And to give you a nice little head start, since Honeygain is kind of the flagship app here, there's a special link that'll give you a bonus just for signing up.
Okay, you can see the link right here on the screen. Using it will immediately pop a $3 bonus into your new account. But hey, don't worry about trying to type all that out. The easiest way is just to creep the first link right down there in the description below this explainer.
And this isn't just a gimmick, it's a huge boost. That bonus gets you 15% of the way to your first $20 payout before your farm has even been running for a minute. It's for sure the fastest way to get started. The opportunity is just sitting there, waiting for you. That piece of old tech that you probably thought was completely worthless can start generating real passive income for you in the next 5 or 10 minutes. All you have to do is take that first step. It's a simple setup with a clear reward. Put that old hardware to work for you. See what it can do.